snap. We're back with your normal snap video as today, Kang we climb. Yes, we did. I'm sorry. That sounded funnier in my head. We are gonna feature the brand new card, Kang the Conqueror. 5 energy, 0 power, on reveal. Look at what your opponent did, then restart the turn without Kang. A crazy, super unique effect, except it's not super unique actually, because it's similar to Daredevil, right? But I'm gonna try to explain in the most concise way possible what are my first impressions regarding Kang, because there's been a lot of talk about this card. There's been a lot of doomsaying. A lot of people have been just claiming that it's just a free auto include in every deck under the sun, and I'm gonna give you guys like what I think about Kang after having played with him for quite some time. I played him on stream yesterday, and I played him a lot today. We're gonna be doing a live session with Kang as we try to climb through infinite rank. It is a live recorded session, so it's not games from my stream or anything, and we're gonna include all the games. We're gonna see how we do, and hopefully we play Kang in the process. Imagine like he's making a video about Kang and not drawing him, right? But what we have here is a deck that I did not actually build this. This is a deck built by Trecore. I don't know if I butchered that even or not, to be honest. It's a French, I don't know if it's a French name even. It's a French streamer, content creator slash Marvel Snap player who created this deck. And I saw it on my Twitter feed because somebody who I follow, Den CCG, he's French as well. And he tweeted this. I thought it looked really interesting because it was a Thanos deck without Lockjaw. And it had Daredevil and Kang together. And I've been wanting to try the two together as well. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give this a spin. And I've been really impressed with this deck. And it just goes to show that, you know, you don't need to actually play Lockjaw with Thanos for Thanos to be good. You know? So, yeah, card is kind of nuts. So let's talk about Kang, though. So Kang was released yesterday, and he's gonna be a permanent Series 5 card, just like Galactus and Thanos are. So yeah, no other way to say it. He's pay to win. Pay to get. You know, you gotta invest to get your hands on Kang, and I'm here to answer your doubts, your questions. Like, is he worth my 6,000 tokens? I'm gonna start by saying that if you do not have Thanos, I would prioritize getting Thanos over Kang, because the big question right off the bat that a lot of you probably have, is he actually auto include? Is he just like universally good everywhere? No, he is not. Absolutely not. That would make him busted. You know, like there are certain cards that are busted, and I do not believe that to be the case, because Kang is not a free card. Kang is not gonna make your deck 11 cards. I'm saying this because a lot of people claim this, and there's a lot of misinformation spreading, and I want to make sure things are clear. When you play Kang, you do not draw a card after, unless you top deck Kang on the same turn that you played him. All right, Timmy? So if you have Kang in your hand and you play, I mean, the vast majority of games in which you're not going to top deck him on turn 6, and you play him, you essentially have one less card, right? And a lot of decks in the game, I'd argue most decks in the game, have a hard time affording a card that's not providing them with points. And just purely for intel. Because unlike Daredevil, Kang is more about intel than about control. Because Daredevil, you get to see your opponent's plays on turn 5, but they're locked into those plays. So Daredevil has a significantly stronger effect than Kang, because Kang resets the turn for both players, which means that your opponent can do something completely different than they did before. But Kang gives you information. That's what he does. He gives you information as to what your opponent has in hand, what their preferred line of play is going to be for that final turn. And yeah, and then it can lead to some mind games, because if the game is really tight and your opponent can win through several different ways, like if all locations or 2 out of 3 locations are pretty vulnerable, then it can be a bit of a tricky situation, right? So Kang does not lock your opponent down on that turn like Daredevil does, but you can play Kang on turn 6. And obviously turn 6 is the most crucial turn in a Marvel Snap game, because after that turn, the game is over. So being able to get that key intel can be extremely powerful. but it doesn't translate into points in overall a game that revolves around points. That is Marvel Snap. So mid-range decks and decks that don't draw a bazillion cards like Thanos can run tight on cards, and they essentially are playing with one card less for the sake of that intel. Is that intel worth the card? Is that intel worth a card that could actually do something? You know, and it depends on the deck, is what I'm trying to say. But the top two decks in the game, which are Thanos and Shuri Red Skull, I'd argue benefit significantly from Kang for two different reasons. Thanos benefits from Kang because Thanos does not run out of gas. Thanos got them stones, and you know what them stones do, bro? They just draw. You play it red and you draw, you play it third, you draw, and then you Quinjet and you turbo them and draw. And with a lockjaw, you just go bananas, right? But the key thing is you don't run out of gas in your hand. You have more cards with a Thanos deck than you have with pretty much any other deck in the game, really, because you have so many cards that draw. So in that case, Kang's like downside of, oh man, I have a deck card in my hand when I have like other like 6 cards that can do shit is less of a thing, right? It's less of a downside, which means that in my opinion, Kang is kind of an auto-include in Thanos in the sense that that Kang is gonna make pretty much every Thanos deck under the sun better, in my opinion. Maybe not every single one, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. So yes, in Thanos, it makes the #1 deck better. Amazing. What about Shuri Red Skull? Okay, we're already 6 minutes. Shuri Red Skull is the other top dog right now. It is the #1 proactive deck. What I mean by this is that Shuri Red Skull is the deck that puts out the most points. So if you try to fight a Shuri Red Skull deck by just focusing on your own game plan and not interacting with them, unless you're a Mr. Negative that just high rolled to oblivion, you're gonna lose. You're not gonna be able to match 30-point Red Skull into 30-point Taskmaster. It's just not gonna happen. So the way to beat that deck is generally through disruption, through techs like Shang-Chi, like Aero, Valkyrie, etc. Right? Which we had a longer list of etceteras, but as the card pool expands, that'll be the case. So yeah, because you can only beat that deck by disrupting them, that deck takes tremendous value from having intel to know whether you have the answer to them or not, right? In that case, Kang is a super valuable asset to that deck because that deck doesn't need to chain multiple cards or combine multiple cards to get those points. That deck gets the vast majority of its points out of the Shuri play. So it's just like a 2-card combo. So having a card that doesn't provide them points but gives them information as to whether they have the Shang-Chi or the Aero play is actually pretty essential for them. So in that way, Kang can arguably make Red Skull Shuri better than it does for Thanos. But it improves those two decks, and whether we will see new decks rise thanks to Kang's presence is to be determined. It's still very early to say, but he's most definitely not an auto-include. Funnily enough, though, he makes the top 2 decks better, which I'm not sure is a great thing. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Second dinner, baby. So, yeah, I got a live session for you guys that we're gonna head on over to, in which we're gonna put this deck to the test and see if we can climb with it. And hopefully this gave you good information as to whether or not you're wanting to invest into Kang. If you're a Thanos player and you already have Thanos and you're thinking about whether you should get Kang or not, get him. You know, you can blame me if things go south, but I'm pretty confident in this advice. Get him. And yeah, that's essentially it. But if not, I would prioritize Thanos. But I would prioritize Kang over Galactus because Galactus just gets a little bit boring in my opinion. But that's just me. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's games. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, here we go. We are at rank 141 even in Infinite. Let's see how many cubes we can gain in, I don't know, like 30 minutes. Hopefully get some Kang gameplay in the meanwhile. This is the problem with like live recordings that I don't know. Maybe I don't draw Kang. And then I have to justify the thumbnail somehow. So yeah, let's do this. Totally not cringe sci-fi transition. Go. All right, here we go. For anybody wondering, because I get these comments a lot. What happened to the chat this video? It's a live recording, Timmy. Okay, I think it's pretty noticeable. I'm recording live, all right? I'm not streaming. as we face Big Brain as our first opponent, and we got Elysium. The first thing you want to do is look at their deck number. You see that it's 8, so it's not a Thanos deck. I repeat, it's not a Thanos deck. We got Elysium for our stones. We could drop these stones effective immediately to cycle through our deck, but I want to wait one turn as they play Forge, because I want to find that Carnage. All right, because I want to keep this Space Stone. The Titan is not bad because we can actually play a Magneto on turn, like for 4 energy. But that may, I mean, with Forge, maybe they're not playing that kind of deck. So I don't want to Reality Stone any of these. But what I want to do is, I think I don't want to contest the Forge. They're not going to be playing whatever they're going to play on this lane, I think. So I'm gonna go Time Stone into Soul Stone. Heck it, into Space Stone. That just happened. That just happened. We may as well hit the Elysium because now that's crazy. Actually crazy.
Wind, aid my hand.
And they play Killmonger. I mean, this Mind Stone doesn't really... I kind of want to use Kang here to see what they're going to do. I think this may be a good use of Kang. To see if this Aero is worth it or not. Because this is the only moment I'll be able to use Kang, because then I won't be able to play him after. Let's see what their play is. And I was like, oh, you could have snapped! Then no, it wouldn't change anything. Like, there's no way they run from this scenario. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. I literally have to play Mind Stone because my only hope here, is to top deck Thanos. I have 9 cards in my deck because I have not been able to cycle, but I gotta believe. I gotta believe. A Thanos top deck. A Thanos top deck. Here we go. Thanos! Bring me Thanos! Bring me Thanos! We're not gonna snap because we are definitely like we have all the stones on the board. They have, I assume they got a big brain. They know what's going on. So we just sneak in, baby. So good at this game! Hey! Kang did nothing really, but we're act like he did. Thanos, baby! Oh my god, that game was ridiculous. We're recording, right? Okay. Big brain again. Okay, big brain. We gotta dodge that Cosmo like the plague. Oh my god, that Cosmo. I'm gonna develop this Quinjet on the right location. It'll give us enough time to adapt to whatever this location is. If it's like a negative one. And we're gonna go ahead and develop the Soul Stone into the Nexus. Actually, I want to develop the Soul Stone into the Shuri's Lab because I want to get a big ass Carnage there. My objective is to hit this with well, for now we're just gonna play you though. Okay. There's that reality stone right there. It's a Silver Surfer deck. It's a Silver Surfer deck, so problem is like this She-Hulk is like the biggest thing that I'm gonna be able to get here. So we're gonna reality stone this nonetheless because they are gonna be able to outmuscle me here. We're gonna play Daredevil to the right, and am I gonna Carnage effective immediately? I think I can wait on this Carnage. Is it smart to wait on this Carnage? Let's do it. Okay, I guess it wasn't smart to wait on this Carnage. We have Kang though. We cannot Shang-Chi on there, but we can into Shuri's lab. And what we gotta do is we gotta keep winning on both lanes. They're gonna play there though. That's a Brud. Which makes this Aero absolutely insane. Let's see if Big Brain stays. A snap with Daredevil is really asking them to go. But I really wasn't sure up until this point. I'm gonna go for it. This Aero really punishes them. This Aero is amazing. It just shuts down their play. And now there's no reason but not to Kang here to see what they're gonna do. We're at Kang, we're gonna get some intel as to what their last play is. Obviously we could be looking at a Silver Surfer play here, but I think they're gonna retreat. Again, another game in which we have Kang, but it's more like it's kind of like a win more play, right? But I mean, they play into it. So we'll see. Juggernaut on the right and Silver Surfer, they go for the middle. They go for the middle. But this is actually very good information because if they go with this line of play, then our Power Stone will win the left. Our Power Stone will win the left. Which means we do this. They have two other cards in hand. Two other cards in hand here. This is tricky. What if they do something different? What if they adjust? I mean, what can we do? We can't Magneto. They could like Maximus here and do something here. Maximus here and do something here is actually pretty scary. Yeah, it's actually tricky here. Because this line of play beats them here. But I feel like I'm kind of like overcommitting here. I mean, I gotta go with this. Okay, they just go with the same line of play. Okay. That was actually spooky. Like, because if they Maximus there, they actually win this match. But we really had no alternative. So I guess like Kang. I mean, the question is, what was my play gonna be? I mean, what Kang did here is pretty neat. Because honestly, without Kang, I probably would have played Power Stone on the right. Just to give me 5 points here. Because I figured, okay, they're likely to play into Goose. And I would have thought about the Maximus here. Because I didn't think they would commit to Silver Surfer anymore. So would I have played on the right? Like, I always Shang-Chi the center. But quite frankly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Kang... Like, I'm not sure what I would have done. Like, I'd have to, like... call out my play. Like what I have to do is I have to call out my play before I play Kang. But hey, the mind games did not happen that game. They just literally did the same thing. And to be fair, like they felt pretty safe with Goose, right? Like it still made sense for them, like because they were thinking about the stones but not the Power Stone. So I guess that's what's going through their mind. I'm gonna play Mind Stone on the right. I'm gonna keep Power Stone in hand for now. Am I? I am. I want to scout first. Because maybe this is a horrible place to put it. I can't have this die if I want to play Thanos. Polaris there is interesting, but I kind of want to cycle through my deck, so I'm just gonna drop my stones. Try to find that Carnage. That sweet, sweet Carnage, which we do not find. Next turn we'll have 5 mana as well. We can just pass here. As they play Mr. Negative on curve. Okay, that's certainly spooky. I could play double. I could play back to back. The problem is, like, I have to clog up my other lanes, which is not gonna happen. Probably I should have played the. Oh yeah, I definitely should have played the. I missed the order with the Polaris because now I buffed this Cork because of that. Reality Stones should be different, but it's a lot of play that I didn't think about until later. Okay, Thanos is enabled though, so I can always. It's 21. Like Thanos on the right can just directly win. So we're gonna Shang-Chi in the middle, and then we're gonna try to Thanos on the other side. Strong Jubilee there. Now we snap. We snap to scare them. And we Kang. Because this is a bit of an interesting situation. With Mr. Negative, a lot of shit can happen. So it's unlikely that I'm going to be able to win this unless they decide to abandon Necrotia. Like, that's my hope here, that they abandon Necrotia. But they've had enough time to draw a lot of stuff. Like Iron Man's, the Mystique has already gone down, so no double Iron Man. But I need them to give up on Necrotia. If I can't have that, this Thanos will not be enough. Well, one could argue that this wasn't good though. Like, see, it's kind of weird. Was this a good Kang or not? I don't know if it was, because I'm pretty sure they were gonna abandon Necrotia. And if that's the case, I just dropped the Thanos. But I needed to know, though. But I dropped the Thanos here, and Thanos in the throne room just slaps anything. Even an Iron Man here, I beat it. The Thanos buff is just, like, going places, and it was completely unnecessary. Oh my god, dude, the Thanos buff. Because he was underplayed. It just goes to show, like, that they make the patches beforehand. Second dinner. I kind of want to just cycle through my deck. Like, it feels bad dropping the Space Stone so early, but I just really want to cycle through my deck. Oh boy, okay. Well, no Carnage there. But the Space Stone is actually really neat. Also, Polaris is the thing. Cerebra. I want to hold on to this Reality Stone. What if I play Cerebro? Omega lol. Okay, nothing that I need to prioritize for that. Is that the 3-drop that they got? Yeah. That's the one they got from the Camp Lehigh. I'm gonna move this armor over here. Because I still want to enable a Carnage there. I don't know about this. Where am I expecting this this Shuri though? See if I can snipe this Shuri by going Cosmo here. The problem with going Cosmo here is that I shut down my Aero, but I think it's fine. Actually, they have initiative. What am I talking about? It's just a regular, like, it's not a Shuri deck anyways. Okay, Carnage. Carnage, where you at, my boy? I just cannot find Carnage. They took either Magneto or Thanos. I'm gonna retreat this one. I don't like the way this match is going. I haven't drawn into... Drawn quite heavy, and I just haven't really found the proper curve. For the matchup especially. And I wasn't feeling that game. Like, I definitely... Things weren't going my way. I don't know how many cubes... Out of curiosity, like, okay, we've earned 6 cubes. Okay, so we're doing good. We're doing all right. Grashek was really, really dirty. But as you guys can see, like, Kang is a nice tool to have, but I just don't think he's, like, broken, you know? Like, a lot of people were afraid that he was going to be broken. I don't think he is. I feel like Kang feels better when you're facing against it. I'm gonna drop this Quinjet here. Yondu hits my Thanos. Yondu. There's not a Thanos deck. Is it Death Wave or is it Galactus? It could be Galactus. We see Kamartak though. Kamartak with Mind Stone. We can Mind Stone. We can Reality Stone after. Because after that, we don't really need the effects here. This means we can draw a lot. Okay, it's a death deck. Okay. We just draw all of our stones. Oh, what? Wait, what? No! No! Oh, shit. Okay, we don't have initiative. This is the moment where they can play like a Carnage here. I'm just gonna play Polaris over here, just for the stats. And then I'm gonna play Space Stone so I can move her somewhere else. I'm gonna play Time Stone over here. I'm gonna play Power Stone over here. And I'm gonna play a Soul Stone here. I'm running out of space, but... Let's just go here instead. Okay, it is a Galactus deck, okay. It is a Galactus deck. I'm gonna play Kang now. We have the tools against it though. We have Daredevil and this, and we have Kang. So we're gonna play Kang first. On turn 4, actually. It's kind of crazy playing Kang on turn 4, but we want to see what they do. Okay, they're gonna Dr. Octopus, which is going to pull the Shang-Chi. Okay. So we're gonna play Carnage here. Carnage is gonna free up the space, and then we're gonna play Daredevil where? Let's move you here. Let's play Daredevil here. Oh, I forgot to snap. God damn it, I have to snap again. Oh, it's not the same. Wait, what? It's supposed to be the same. So I guess because my hand size changes. I'm gonna give them these two. They have all those. If we move this over here, that's 14 points. But then I give them the Shang-Chi. So we move the null here. Shang-Chi and She-Hulk. Shang-Chi and She-Hulk. I don't get to snap, but I can drop Wave and Sunspot. I mean, I should probably still drop Death, because if they Shang-Chi... Yeah, I mean, we play around Shang-Chi, but Shang-Chi still doesn't beat us. Okay, so even though Kang, like, because you gotta test, the RNG doesn't actually work out the same because my hand size was different. So the roll is different with Dr. Octopus. I didn't know that. I wasn't sure. I'm not sure how the coding works for that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know if it's predetermined that's gonna happen if it happens like that, or because my hand size changed. And I played cards in a different position, then the thing was ultimately different, right? So, and then I forgot to snap again. Like, I honestly just forgot. I was gonna snap again anyways, even though I was put in a bit of a precarious position there. But I should have snapped again. I want to keep this Quinjet at Ultra. Okay, we're still earning cubes, but we should have earned more that game. That was just a little bit weird. I mean. The thing is, like, I also, like, didn't really need Kang there either because I knew they were gonna go for a Dr. Octopus. You guys saw that I was calling it. Like, I see. This is the thing about Kang. Like, if you understand the matchups and stuff, a lot of times you see the plays coming anyways. So he feels redundant a lot of times, but because in this sort of deck, you know, he's technically, I mean, he's never free, but he's almost free because of how much card we generate. Then it's fine. I'm gonna go try to fill up the Sacred Timeline because I can go Polaris on curve next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna make use of this. I'm gonna Polaris, just for the stats. They play Goose, and I totally expect that. Yeah, that was all part of the plan. Wow, Elysium just nullifies that Goose completely. Play Quinjet here. I wouldn't mind filling this up. The problem is, you know, I need a Space Stone in order to do that. I don't know if I want a Reality Stone. I mean, I think I may want a Reality Stone here, but then that also, like, just really restricts my... What if I find Carnage? I'm going to play Quinjet here in case I find Carnage, and I think I'm going to play Reality Stone over here. Okay. Daredevil. Wow, that Polaris. Okay, we gotta counter their Daredevil with our own Daredevil. We're gonna play you here. We're gonna play you here. I could snap on them, but I'm not quite sure. Jessica Jones. Oof, that Nightcrawler there is really strong though. But at least we nullified there. Do I just Magneto? The problem is Magneto drags that in, and we don't want that. They have initiative over us. I may just Thanos center, to be honest. Now Kang would be pretty useful, but I think the play is to Shang-Chi. And to Sunspot over here. I'm not gonna snap on them because a lot of things could happen here. Like Aero could be a thing. I don't know if they play Aero here. Okay, they move to the right. That's fantastic. There could be a Cosmo. Okay, that's a Shang-Chi of theirs. Oh, I don't know any more math. 8. Oof, I made. Is this a tie? A tiebreaker? Oh no. Oh! I forgot about the Moor Island. Oh, that was tight. It's like a control deck. And they just played everything. But see, this really highlights the difference between Thanos and other decks, right? Like, this is a normal deck. This is like a mid-range control deck. Kang, imagine any. I mean, obviously it's an Elysium game, right? But still, this deck is designed to curve out, right? This deck is designed to play out most, if not all, its cards. Kang in a deck like the one my opponent is playing can just leave them without enough power to actually win a game. But Thanos doesn't mind about that because Thanos has these stones and you just never run out of gas. With or without Lockjaw, it's just crazy. So, like I said, Kang is not an auto-include. That was a really tight game though. We've been like slowly, like we've gained 10 cubes. We could have gained more if we snapped a little bit better. Like I kind of derped a few times, but I think for the most part we've been playing all right, especially with that start. All right, we got the Quinjet. This is a good place to play the Sunspot as well, but it's a safe spot for the Quinjet to land. So that's what the Quinjet will go. Look at that, Ant-Man, lore friendly play right there. Is this a bot? It's a green border with the sparklings, I think. Something about that, like people say that that's like a bot. I'm not sure. District X, I just realized District. Oh my fucking god. I mean, this and this here is just really good. Maybe it's not. It's just weird colors for the cards, and the name is like very generic. We do have a 1 cost. And there's an Electra. Yay. We'll play Shuri, why not? We have initiative, so this honor real effect can't be triggered. Pretty sure this is the bot, so we're gonna try to gain some big cubes out of them. Zabu and M'Baku, the one and only. Yeah, Lockjaw. I'm not feeling that adventurous. Let's play Warpath. I kind of miss not being able to play you though. What if I just play a big Nightcrawler? Keep my options open. Do this. What if I do something wacky like this into this? Yeah, I like that. So let's go Nightcrawler here. Let's do Lockjaw. Let's do this, and let's play Daredevil here. This play is so stupid, it's perfect. Let's go. Big boy Nightcrawler. Electra. Killing M'Baku. Fuck that guy. Never liked him. And we get a Korg. Best Lockjaw value ever. And now we trigger the Daredevil. What is this? Jane Foster. I'm a little bit concerned now because I mean this Enchantress does quite a bit. It takes out those two, right? Like weakens their power there, keeps my options open. And that is actually literally a dead draw. I am concerned. Because bots, like, what I hate about bots is that everything. I hate everything about them because the way they're programmed is they see your plays. They cheat, right? They actually cheat. And they make the plays that like if they have a way to beat you, they play for that, and it's bullshit. But I literally cannot do anything else. This play makes me extremely vulnerable. But I drew a dead card. Literally any other card that I could play into this Lockjaw lane if I didn't have use for it. But no, I'm overcommitting on this side. If I move here, and if I do this, it's pointless. Like. Fuck it. I've had bots, like, literally, I drop a Quinjet and they play Electra turn 1 on that same lane. All right, you know, still not at 40 minutes. We are. We got 4 cubes from a bot. Actual real human being. I know this person's not a bot, because I faced this several times. Is this a Thanos deck? It's not. I'm gonna play this Quinjet over here and hope we don't just get Kang there. Okay, so let's test this. Let's test this. This is very valid information. This is very, because now we have She-Hulk. So if it's true that it pulls from the same area in the hand, we should get She-Hulk now. Okay, that's pretty neat. That's actually really sick. We controlled our fate. I like the Soul Stone here, naturally. Do I want a Space Stone just yet? I mean, I want to cycle through my deck. I may hold on to the Space Stone for 1 turn, though. Mysterio. Where's the real Mysterio? Okay. Oh, we're gonna get rid of that. Fuck that shit. All right, yeah, let's just get rid of it immediately so we can start cycling through our deck. I think I'm ready to snap. I'm gonna Space Stone now. They're gonna start vomiting out their hand, and it's a Shang-Chi. That's beautiful.
Wind, aid my hand.
Oh my goodness. I mean, we don't need to move you now. We would like to open up a Carnage. We can always Carnage this area. 1, 2. We have 2 stones. We have 2 stones left to play. Like the Mind Stone is left essentially, and the Time Stone. I haven't drawn this time. The Time Stone, right? Knocking this out is huge. We may be overcommitting if we do this. I'm gonna move this here. I'm gonna play you here. This is the play. I'm sorry, Carnage. I'm sorry, bro. Okay. The Juggernaut is kind of countered. We do need to open up space, though. So this Carnage is going to be really useful. And this Time Stone enables the Thanos. We already snapped, so this is just amazing. The music, in case you're wondering why the music is that way. Oh, I should have played the time. Oh, I fucked up.
Friendly neighborhood spider.
Friendly neighborhood here. That's a big ass Carnage, or you know. And I think the play is always Cosmo, actually. Cosmo stops any sort of unreal effect here. If they were to play Doctor Doom over there. Yeah. Got him. Got him. I could have played the time to enable the Thanos, but if I did do that, then I'd be locked out. I'd be locked out right there. But that Shang-Chi over there countered the Juggernaut with that. Oh, that was beautiful. And actually not moving the She-Hulk over there as well, even though that would have been good against Juggernaut there. But that was a clean match. Clean game. Kang did something, dude. Kang actually gave us intel. That's pretty sick. I learned a lot today. All right, the X Mansion. That's where we're gonna play the Quinjet because we want to have an area free for Carnage. So because it's gonna have a unit being spawned there, anyways, that's a good place to play the Quinjet because that's not the location where we're gonna Carnage. The Throne Room. The Throne Room could be a good location for Carnage. I don't have to play Carnage now. I can wait. because the Soul Stone will equalize this, which means we have initiative, which is perfect. And now what we're gonna do is we are going to. I think I want to get rid of the X-Mansion just to stop all nonsense from happening. Yeah, I don't mind the Outer Silence. It stops my Cosmo, but that's pretty much it. Carnage just chows down. I have tremendous power there. I can get rid of this. Get a monster. All right, and we're pretty set to go. Like we played 1, 2, 3, 4 stones. Like this Thanos is ready. Mom spaghetti. We're gonna play Daredevil, and we're gonna move the Carnage over to this side, and we're gonna play the Power Stone here. There's a Darkhawk over there. We could draw on the Shang-Chi, and now Daredevil does his magic. Daredevil magic, ladies and gentlemen. That is a Devil Dino. Oh my god, this Aero. Oh, into the Outer Silence. That Dino gonna be quiet. Gonna stay quiet, boy. I love Daredevil. All right. What do we do here? We Kang. We Kang. We Kang. We can do this. Don't subscribe. Free intel. Yeah, not exactly free, but you get what I'm saying. Shang-Chi. And that, you cheeky you. You cheeky you. They retreated? Wait, what? What just happened? Did they concede? Wait, I'm gonna reboot because I don't know if that was like a bug. No, that was just a win. That was a win, right? They just rage quit. Kang just made them rage quit. That was a cheeky play too. Like that was, oh, that demoralized them. But then there were like some mind games because they could always, but they can't. If they Shang-Chi on the left, it's kind of checkmate. Because if they Shang-Chi on the left, then they just lose the other two. Yeah, it just. What I was gonna do, I was gonna Sunspot. I was gonna Sunspot mid, which plays around their Shang-Chi because then the Sunspot soaks it up. And yeah, Daredevil and Kang absolutely demolishing in that last game. So yeah, this card. While I want to reiterate that it's not auto-include like people imply, it is in the right deck. It's very neat. And playing it alongside Daredevil is just dirty. It's just dirty, and I love it. So I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Leave a like if you did. I'll see you guys tomorrow.